11:06 here. And as you can see from the sky behind me, it's not only cloudy, but drizzly too. I got the umbrella, but I haven't really figured it out because drizzles. I mean, it hasn't even soaked through my own hair. So, yeah. But so this video is going to be coming out in about 4 days, which is the 19th of October. But after yesterday's talk with a wolf, so to speak, I don't have my normal giant backpack on that has literally first aid in case something happens, perfume in case somebody stinks up the area, or anything really, other than my laptop, cords, a bottle of water, which is completely empty, and my Slim Fast smoothie for lunch, and some pieces of gum and water bottles. So, a lot less than I normally carry, but we said that in the long run it would be better, especially since for some reason yesterday my ankle was acting up really bad. It's not acting up bad. At first I thought it was just because it was the weather and it was raining, but it didn't even start raining until about 5:30. So, yeah. And then this morning, it's drizzling, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he was right, and it was the weight. But truth be told, in high school and middle school, I was carrying a lot more than what's in that bag. 5 binders. So we had 6 classes. So I had 5 binders full. I had about 100 colored pencils, possibly more. A sketchbook. 3 textbooks. Those really thick textbooks for math, science, and history. Whatever book we were reading for language arts, despite the fact I didn't usually read them, I skimmed over those ones because they always chose really boring ones. So, and then besides my personal art supplies, the binders, and the textbooks, I would have at least 5 manga, which were like anywhere from that big to that thick. But I always had at least 4 to 5 of them in the backpack, plus a novel like the Percy Jackson series, The House of Light, which those were like anywhere from, they're most likely about that thick to that thick, somewhere in that range. And then on top of that, I would also carry, okay. So at this stoplight right here, I don't go by that right there. I go by that because this is almost always red. It's annoying. Because there's not even a button for crossing this. On either side of the road, there's a button to go that way, but not this one. Really dumb, in my opinion. But anyways, besides that other stuff, I'd have a water bottle, almost always completely full, because especially on the days where I was going to have the flavor for it. But I'd also have either a box or binder with my Pokemon cards and other cards, along with, let's see, what else did I carry? I can't remember what else I carried, but I want to say there was at least one other thing. Oh yeah, either my tablet or my Game Boy Advance, or both. I'd always have that out. Rather heavy bag, but I'd carry it every single day. No complaints, really. So, the backpack I did have for the past, for this homelessness backpack I carry with all that stuff in it, it's not even that much when you compare it to my high school and middle school backpacks. Yeah. Apparently, my daddy doesn't like that anymore. Oh well. But also, thanks to that talk with him, I've got a Celsius instead of a Monster or Venom or anything else. I decided to try it. I've been wanting to try it for a while. Never really did because either I didn't have the money or I was too tired to do it. And I decided today, screw it. I don't have much money left. I've got under $40, that much I know of, until the 9th of next month. 9th of November, but screw it. It's healthier. His family has drank it to help them lose weight. That's one of my goals. It's not like a top goal, like getting a source of income is, but it's like right under getting a source of income. So I decided, screw it. Try it. Get it. It's healthier. I got this sparkling strawberry drink. And so I haven't even drank half of this. And a lot of energy now. I was really sleepy and wanting to not so good stuff to the people around me this morning because they were a bunch of negative Nancy's but I decided go get energy drink. Get moving. Yeah. Like, I'm happy with my decision, but I'm also slightly regretting the decision. Because I have so much energy. Like, this don't have a lid. I can't put it in my backpack. I have to hold it for the whole walk to the library. Like, ay. But, right down there. That's part of the reason why the homeless community, along with the one I showed in the other video, Christmas wall, it's on the bridge, it's coming up. Other one I saw out the river, before the train tracks. But anyways, they don't pick up after themselves. It would be different if they were actually picking up after themselves. Actually taking the time to do their properly. Then there wouldn't be so many people against them having incomes. Like, personally, I would love to be able to, during where there's not snow collapsing my tent, be able to live outside. I'd love that. It would be awesome. But it's people like them who don't feel themselves, who understand depression, anxiety, stress, worry. It can get in the way. It really can. I struggle with it myself. So do all of my friends and family that I've got out here. It's not easy. It's not. But people are more willing to work with you if you are willing to push through it. It's far from easy. I will admit that. Far from easy. Very far. Like, there's days where even with the meds, Grand River, even with the meds, I have thoughts. And it's hard to push through them. But if I don't, then I'm not only causing harm to myself, but to others. And that I don't want to do that. So, despite the hardships, gotta push through. It can be tough, especially when you are also one of the main three peacekeepers of someone who has trouble worse than myself with their own mental state. Whether you like it or not. The only requirements I have for him is don't go to jail and don't go to prison. Because, yeah, nobody in our group has money to bail you out. That's the only requirements. That and to continue dating himself. I am hopeless. It's a struggle. But there are also positive sides to it if you're willing to push through. It is tough. I've been homeless pretty much since 2019 because while I did have a home about 3 or 4 months in Arkansas, in a studio apartment, it wasn't that long. And depression and anxiety and agoraphobia all kicked in, and I lost my job. And then I do not consider the time I spent living with my sister as living in an actual home, because majority of the time I was either sleeping on the floor with garbage and animal feces and dirty diapers, sleeping on a bed, on a mattress specifically, no bed frame or any of that, rarely sheets to cover the bed, and I was doing the majority of the work. Example being taking care of all of the animals except maybe 1 or 2, and they had well over 100 animals. And for one person to be doing all that, and they expected it all done within an hour and a half, I'm sorry, that is completely unreasonable. Completely. Especially when you have animals that I don't even know how to properly take care of because I didn't grow up with them. Nor did y'all. I know how to properly take care of dogs and cats. I somewhat, thanks to them, know how to take care of rabbits, quail, chickens, guinea fowl, ducks, goat, sheep. Let's see what else did we have. I can't remember if I mentioned quail or not. I think I did. Pigs. And that was on top of the cats and dogs. Because at one point they had a little over 20 dogs. Yeah. Most of them I have a little experience with the others. So give me a couple of them. I could take care of the animal for maybe a week or two, babysit it basically. But forever home, no. I don't have that skill. Except for dogs and cats. Because I grew up with them. But yeah. So, living with her, I don't consider that actually having it. So, since 2019, 2 weeks after graduation, which for me was May 31st, 2019, 2 weeks after that is when I officially became homeless. And I have been homeless ever since. Except for about 3 or 4 months, where I had a studio apartment in Arkansas. So, I understand the struggle. I do. But I'm also at peace with the struggle. Like, I accept that it's a struggle. But then again, 2019 to 2025, that's 6 years. 6 years. Obviously, I've come to finally accept it. But in that acceptance of the struggle, I have also learned how better to ask and seek help and get help. Because I used to never really want help, never seek out. But thanks to the people in my life now, since I got back from Arkansas during Michigan, things have gotten so much better compared to what they were. I mean, I have had a few panic and anxiety attacks that were very much not fun. I ended up accidentally scaring a few people with them. And I don't exactly like that happened, but it did. But in the long run, it was good for me because it actually allowed me to be able to properly seek the right help and get the right help. Because before, I didn't really have a pushing me that I accepted. Because in the past, the only one who really pushed me to get help was my mom, my aunt. But my mom, I just wanted to spend time with her. I didn't want to leave her. She was my rock, my safe space. My aunt, I grew up despising. and hating it because I was taught and told by my mom and dad that she was the one taking the stuff from my room and getting rid of it, which she wasn't. But all my life I had blamed her for that, because there was a lot of stuff of mine that got thrown out that I loved. So I'm hell on her, despite it not being her. I didn't learn that, though, until a couple months ago, just after getting back to Michigan. And then, so like, all that time, I was pushing away her advice, pushing away her help. Because I didn't think that it would help. I thought she was trying to cause me pain, cause me more hurt. She was trying to help. So, thanks to her with my sister, and then the people that I've met since coming back to Michigan, the old friendships that with people that I barely talked to when I was younger, but they still remember me. They still remember me. Because it wasn't a temporary friendship like I thought. Do we talk every day? No. But do we say hi anytime we pass each other? Yeah. Do we ask how each other are doing? Yeah. And then there's the ones I call family because they have actually stuck around, actually helped more than my bio family has. Like, I understand certain people in the family can't afford to eat. But there are certain people in the family who, if they actually wanted to help me, they could. They could. But because I'm the black sheep and not Christian and not one to follow every single one of their little rules, they don't want to help me. And I'm okay with that. Because thanks to my dad taking me to help with that, taking me to some of his AA meetings, like sleeping on benches outside. Like, he taught me a lot about being homeless, despite the fact that I was under 12 years old. Like, he didn't know he was actually preparing me for this exact situation. But in the long run, We did. We helped prepare for that. And yeah. Which they can be hard to find. Might take a few years. With the right people around, helping push you forward, things get better. Not easier. Definitely not easier. But better. I'm gonna go ahead and stop laughing for now and turn on my music for the last little bit of this walk. I really like the Celsius. I didn't think I would, but I do. And maybe, just maybe, we'll run across something going on at CATA. I doubt it, with how drowsy it is out today. A little drizzle. Still hasn't gone through my hair completely, so yeah, not that bad. Not umbrella necessary. We'll see about later though. I have to walk back to the shelter. Okay. Music time. I'm alone, I'm so and it's cold and it's cold and it's snow. I ask you what we all want to know. Where are we going from here? Lines on my face, lines on my hands, lead to a future I don't understand. Some things don't go as they are planned. Where are we going from here? Tracing the trails through the mirrors of time, spinning in circles with riddles and rhyme, riddles and way, trying to find, searching to find our way home, trying to find our way home. As the day dies, tears in our eyes, there's too few hellos and too many goodbyes. Silence answers our cries. Where are we going from here? We're all on this road, miles to go. We're going to passion and the frick just happened. Well, I guess we weren't meant to hear the rest of that song, because it just skipped a bunch of it. And of course, there's an ad in this one. Yeah. A timeless and forgotten place, the moon and sun and this chase, each in quiet surrender, while the other reads the sky. The midnight hour begins to laugh, a summer evening's epitaph. The winds are getting crazy as the storm begins to rise. As the storm begins to rise. Wild were the winds that came, and that the thunder and the rain. Nothing ever could contain the rising of the storm. In the wings of ebony, darkened waves fill the trees. Wild winds warning echo through the air. Follow the storm now, I've got to get out of here. Follow the storm you take to the sky. Follow the storm now, it's all so crystal clear. Follow the storm as the storm begins to rise. She seems to come from everywhere. Welcome to the dragon's lair. Fingers running through your hair. She asks you out to play. For all of nature's sorcery, there must be witching entity. Help help me through the rising of the storm. Follow the storm, I've got to get out of here. Follow the storm as it to the sky. Follow the storm now, it's all so crystal clear. Follow the storm as the storm begins to rise. The water's more pretty than that, in my opinion. Follow the storm now, I've got to get out of here. Follow the storm as you take to the sky. Follow the storm now, it's all so crystal clear. Follow the storm as the storm begins to rise. As the storm begins to rise. Okay, let's see what song is next. It's getting close to the Cata station. Good song, but not one I like to sing while going past the Barrettes. That's better. Let's go with that and then that. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? There it is. Gotta put them in order. There we go. Chasing freedom for the fearless. I gotta do it 'cause I can't chase me myself. About outspoken as I confess. But better than most that like how proud of who they crowd. You don't know me, come in and take your crown, bow it down. You know that I can do better. I need you to come in and show me how. Settle down, 'cause you know that I can do better. I'm not here to take no names or reservations. I'm the devil, and Satan. I'm just one. Sit the fuck down. I'm the killer, let me lead just how I'm living. Get out with good intention. Just want to sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Oh, girl is deciding to sleep. Here we go. So those cousins are glad. It's the only thing that stays straight with white-collared sunsets. I'm just on a given up. I need you to come in and show me now. Settle down, 'cause you know that I can do better. I'm not here to take no names or risk. Couple times, just want to fuck. I can't really just how I'm living it all up. Just want to fuck down. Sit the fuck down. Patience got you waiting around. So this now I'm sitting there calling. I sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stay alive, don't stay alive. Just stay alive, stay alive. Just stay alive, don't stay alive. Now, I started walking from the shelter at 10:54. I am just now reaching CATA at 11:51. CATA, not the library, CATA. And from CATA, it's about 3 minutes walk to the library. So, 51 plus 3 takes me an hour to walk here. 6 seconds. Right here. So, unfortunately, I'm not exaggerating that it takes me a while to get here. I just didn't realize that it didn't take me 2.5 to 3 times as long as the average person, which is 39 minutes. They try to wait on the head. Buses kind of have the right of way at CATA. Like, yes, pedestrians have the right of way, but if you can stop, just do it. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. Just the things it's true. So, just stop. I'm letting go for you. I'm asking so. No one's sorry as I once more on your day. Hello.
How are you?
Hang on.
You alright?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Jump scares. I swear. Okay. Yeah. That just disoriented my brain. Okay. So, just about to the library. But, all in all, we've got about 5 minutes till the library opens. But these songs that we're saying in here were God Syndrome off of Madame Macroday. It's a channel. Kind of just look as long as the screen, those 4. But yeah. Yeah. People like to sneak up. I mean, sometimes certain ones can get away with it, others can't. It depends on how well I know the person. Which, I know that one was a safe one. So. Hello. Hello.
Hey, you.
How y'all doing?
I'm waiting to get in the library.
Same.
What you been up to?
Not much. Except for the fact that in the last month I lost 4 pounds.
Hey, all right.
And I have also started college.
Sweet.
Full Sail University,
Yeah.
computer animation.
There you go. I see that for you. Where's your boyfriend at?
Around somewhere. Most likely still at his shelter. He didn't want to come out in the rain.
Right?
Huh?
Down the street, right? He's on Kalamazoo?
No.
Where's he at?
At a secure shelter?
So he ain't all across.
No.
What's a security shelter? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what's this kid shit?
Basically, if you step on their property, you're getting arrested. If you don't stay there. Or if you're not a worker there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Secure.
Okay.
It ain't Holy Cross?
And we have one of those in Lansing?
Yep.
No, everybody don't put it.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Because
You know, I have to be
Holy
there.
Cross.
Holy Cross ain't scared.
Yeah.
It lets anybody in and anything, and
Yep. Only
you got
certain
a
shelters.
pulse. If you got a pulse, you in the Holy Cross. I don't
You
care
can
what
walk
you've done.
right up
You got a pulse.
You can walk straight
You got
up
in
there
there.
to walk
Yeah.
now, and it'd be right there, right?
I doubt he'd be on the other side, but I'm gonna check anyways.
Yeah, I didn't see him when we came up. So he might be over there.
What?
When he wants to be, he can be sneaky.
Right.
When he wants to be,
Right.
which ain't very often.
That's Cody for you.
Yep. Oh, have a good day.
You too, sweetie. Congratulations.
Thanks. Nope, he is not hiding over here. Considering it is officially noon, I'm going to go ahead and end the live because I'll be able to get into the library and hopefully maybe do a YouTube live if it works. Have a good day.